What's going on, Guardians? Sly here, and thanks for checking out another Sly Nation Destiny video. It's Friday, and you know what that means. That slippery bastard Xur is around here somewhere. On top of that, PAX East kicks off today, and there are a ton of awesome things to keep an eye on from there. Mass Effect Andromeda multiplayer debut, as well as their official launch trailer. Bungie will also be on the showroom floor showing off some things, and a ton of other surprises later on in the week. Also, if you hadn't had the chance to check out the first Age of Triumph livestream, I have it up on my channel, uninterrupted and unedited in HD. There are a ton of things to go over and speculate on. I also have a couple small breakdown videos in which you can find here. We go over various things that was talked about, including all of the raid juiciness. Looks to be a ton of fun, guys, especially going in and trying to figure out these new challenge modes and the tweaks that have been done to the mechanics as well. Not to mention getting my Fatebringer back and the Mythoclast and the Vision of Confluence. Then do it all over again for Crota. Guys, it is going to be awesome. Anyways, I've linked those videos in the description box below if you want to check out the live stream and the ones as I uploaded as well. Alright, enough talk, let's go see if my gauntlets and helmet have finally been handed down by the gods. It's Friday, March 10th, and this is your Destiny Rise of Iron weekly Xursday guide. Alright, so as you can see, he is definitely not here at the tower. So, what does that mean? Well, my friends, that can only mean one thing. We are heading to the reef. And as you guys know, at the reef there's only one place to go. So, upon landing, stick to the right, and you'll see everyone down there in the corner crowding up into his boom boom room, waiting to get the goods. Like I said, he's back here behind the vaults and all that good stuff, and it's a perfect hiding place for the rich. So, let's hop in and take a look. You guys ready? Let's do this. And, come on, goodness, there is no goodness. I mean, how long do I really have to wait? Really? I mean, how long can it be before he sells something new? I mean, seriously. This isn't worth 4 in the morning. Alright, anyway, let's take a look at everything we got here, and then we'll go into some detail after that. So, first up, we have a Legacy Body Engram. It's Year 1 stuff, guys. You definitely don't need to do that. It's poo-poo. Destiny 2's coming, I would not spend anything else. So, moving on, we have an Imperium Bellicose for the Titan. For the Hunter, we have the Knucklehead Radar, and for the Warlock, the Nothing Manacles, which, by the way, are awesome. And finally, for the weapon this week, we have the Infamous Truth. Moving on to the Curios, we have the 2 Sparrow upgrades, the Blue Plasma Drive, and the Green Emerald Coil. Then we have the 3-pack of Heavies for 1 Strange Coin, the 10-pack of Heavies for 3 Strange Coins, that means you get 1 free, 5-pack, 3 of Coins, and a 3-pack of Glass Needles. And moving on to the Material Exchange, we have the worst idea in Destiny. I mean, who really would spend Strange Coins to get Motes of Light? And then finally, the best idea when they brought back Exotic Shards. Okay, so let's head back up top and take a look at some things in detail. We're going to start off with the Imperium Bellicose for the Titan. Exotic perk is called Anti-Grav Thrusters. Aiming weapons while in the air will hold you in place for a short time. And orbs collected while your super is full will recharge your melee ability. We have 4440, Discipline Strength, and of course you can bump one of those up a little higher. Secondary perk, Inverse Shadow, increased super energy gain from killing minions of darkness, and Second Thoughts, bonus super energy from special weapon kills on minions of darkness. And finally, for helmet perk, we have Better Already, which is one of my favorite ones. Shields start to recover immediately after orb pickup. The Imperium Bellicose is a pretty awesome helmet. Not only does it look good, but it's very functional in certain situations. It's basically the Titan's version of Angel of Light, and I usually end up using this helmet in Nightfalls when the modifier Airborne is on. That way, you can go in the air and hover there and do a ton of damage, especially if it's something like Solar Burn or something like that. Add that with a Titan bubble, and going in the air, you can just, Weapons of Light, you just destroy people, man. It is a ton of fun to use, but other than that, it's really not that useful. In Crucible, it can throw people off seeing a Titan hold in air to get shot, but then again, you're just hanging there for everyone to see you after that. So it's up to you. I definitely buy it if you don't have it, because just like everything else I tell you guys, it's always better to have something in your inventory and only use it once or twice than absolutely need it and not have it. Alright, so moving on, we have our Knucklehead Radar for the Huntard, and its exotic perk is called Sensor Pack. Radar remains visible while aiming primary weapons. We have 3940 Discipline Strength, and of course, one of these can go a little higher. Secondary perk is Inverse Shadow, increased super energy gain from killing minions of darkness, and then hands-on. Bonus super energy from melee kills on minions of darkness. And then finally, we have Innervation, which is one of the most terrible helmet perks in the game, bonus grenade energy on orb pickup. Now the Knucklehead Radar is a little outdated. It was a year 1 helmet, and it was awesome back in the day, but a lot of weapon perks these days grant third eye, so it's really not that special. And plus, it takes away all your other exotic slots. Is it really worth that just to get a radar when, a good weapon will do it? I don't think so, but that's my opinion. If you don't have it, might as well buy it just in case you ever want to use it, because it does have some pretty cool effects on it. But other than that, I think it's a waste of an exotic slot. Moving on here, let's head to the next item we have in the lineup, and that is the Nothing Manacles for the Warlock, which are one of my favorite gauntlets. Exotic perk here is called Scatter Charge. Enables tracking for scatter grenades. Holds an extra scatter grenade charge. We have 3940 Intellect Discipline, and one of those can bump up just a little bit higher. Secondary perk, Energy Projection. Increased grenade throw distance and impact induction. Bonus grenade energy on melee hits. And now, like most gauntlets in this game, they give you some kind of reload bonus. And here you can do Auto Rifle Loader, increase the reload speed of auto rifles, or Sniper Rifle Loader, increase the reload speed of sniper rifles. Now, scatter grenades are pretty tricky. If you can get someone in a corner or by a wall, then scatter grenades are absolutely deadly. But if you don't have something to trap them with it, scatter grenades just do just that. They scatter everywhere. So they won't really kill anyone if they're not confined in a small space, so they can all explode. Usually if they're out in the open and you throw it, unless they're already down with health, it's not going to do that much damage. However, once they start tracking, they become completely different, and they are very, very powerful. If you have Bloom set up on your Voidwalker, you can kill 2 or 3 people in one area with one scatter grenade charge. It is that awesome. Now, of course, it takes some practice throwing these things, but what doesn't in this game? I highly recommend the Nothing Manacles. If you haven't tried it, take them in the Crucible, give it some time, but you will see just how deadly they really are. Alright guys, and moving along here, we come to the weapon this week, and it is the awesome Truth. I'm sure you guys seen all the YouTube videos about, Truth's tracking. It's pretty impressive. Now, it's an exotic for a couple of reasons. First, for its regular old everyday perk called Grenades and Horseshoes, rockets from this weapon will detonate early based on proximity to targets. So basically, you can even fire this thing, and even if you miss, it will still detonate as long as the rocket is within a certain amount of feet from its target. So how awesome is that, right? You shoot something and you miss, and you can still kill them. And also for its exotic perk called Prototype Truth Seeker. Rounds fired from this weapon seek their targets aggressively, and this is not an understatement. If you're tracking with the Truth and you even miss your target, it will go out of the map, turn around, and then come back to kill it. There are some hilarious YouTube videos on this, and you should definitely watch them. As for the launch upgrades, we have Hard Launch, Warhead Veneers, and then Confined Launch. And as for the middle upgrades here, we can get Javelin, increased warhead velocity, Heavy Payload, increased warhead blast radius, and then Flared Magwell, reload this weapon even faster. And finally, moving on to the ornaments this time, we have Heart of Gold, which is in a completely all gold color, definitely some flashy bling, one of my favorites, and then Prototype, which is, kind of weird. It almost looks like it almost has Cabal-like colors in it. But in any case, my favorite is definitely Heart of Gold. Now, Truth, it's Truth, guys, an absolute beast. If you don't have Truth, you definitely need to. Not only is it great for PvE and Nightfalls, but it is an awesome, awesome rocket launcher in PvP. One of the best for sure. Problem is, they now have made it so that you only have one rocket in there at any time, so you have to shoot it and then reload it instead of having 2 or 3 back to back to back, which was a major advantage. Now, in PvP, I guess it makes sense, because this thing will track you forever. And it has Grenades and Horseshoes, so if you don't track, you can still shoot it and still get a kill pretty easily. But the PvE aspect has been destroyed. Shooting and reloading this thing over and over and over again gets very, very annoying, and it makes this rocket less viable in PvE. It's still great to have, still recommend buying it regardless. Come on, it's Truth. Alright guys, well that does it for this week. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I am super aggravated that we still do not have the Fitting Aspects or the Astrocyte Verse helmet, and that sucks. But hopefully, with Age of Triumph coming out here soon, all the blessed raids will dump all the loot that I would ever need. Anyways, guys, don't forget, PAX East is this weekend. Check out those things, and I will be having a lot of videos on that as well. So feel free to hit me up on Twitter at Sly Nation, or even on my Facebook page at Sly Nation Gaming. It would be awesome if you could check those out, because my Facebook page needs a couple of likes. It's new, and it's kind of lonely. Anyway, guys, have an awesome weekend. Take care of yourself, and keep an eye out for more videos coming out of Sly Nation here very soon. But until then, this is your boy Sly, and I'll see you guys next time.
Let's go.